Okay, I'm doing this video really quickly. There's kind of a thing about RC trucks. This is, well, Traxxas. And the bodies are real thin, real flimsy, and they break a lot. This is like the third body I've bought for my daughter. We've taped it up, glued it back, and they get quite beat quite heavily, mostly when they're flipped repeatedly. But there's a company called New Bright. They make RCs, and they're not hobby grade. They're far from it. They're a toy grade. But their bodies, the little modifications, drilling a couple little holes in the hood, and box. You could put a realistic looking chassis on a Traxxas. Now, I did rush this one real quickly. My daughter cracked the body again. She got ticked off and just wanted a different body. So I went out and grabbed one out of the old junk bin. One they had a long time ago. This is her body off of her original RC that we bought her years ago. And with the chassis, you can adjust the height up front to make it sit level or lower it down and make it sit like a nose down, backside up. And it clears. Suspension allows it to travel fairly well. There's a little body rub, but I kind of blame that actually on the shocks because they're about shot in the front end of this thing. But it's real quickly, you line it up, you find center to center, which I'm a little off. Measure how far forward or backwards you want it. I should have actually brought it further forward, but that's my mistake. But now, tonight, when she goes out and runs it, she doesn't have to worry about a floppy, busted body. And she could put this with the collection of all the rest of them she has. And we bought her a brand new body, and it's coming, and it showed up actually over at Grandma's today. So she'll be happy to have that body. But my 11-year-old daughter loves driving her RC truck. But now she's got one that has an actual Ford F-150 body design, and the stickers, you can tell, are not in the right spot. That should have been further back on the frame rail. But you can pull those stickers off real easy. But you can tell that's a Ford. So when you see those New Brights at a garage sale and you're thinking, geez, why would anybody want to pick them up? Well, if they run, they're a cheap way to have the neighbor kid drive you, keep trying to steal your kids. Is you just take them, let them play with that one, as your kids play with yours. They're professional ones. Or their bodies are actually pretty durable and they work real good. Now you gotta scale them sometimes. I get them a lot of times, the bigger New Brights, and I use them on my Slash because I rather beat the hard plastic up than to beat up the thin flimsy one. See? Who says New Bright ain't useful in RCs?